The most memorable beginning. Hey there! Welcome to my channel. My name is Margaret Pinard, and you're on BookTube. Thanks for finding me. This is the beginning of a tag week, so buckle up. I'm going to be doing the Lil Literary Tag today, which was created by BookTime with Elvis, and I was tagged by Hannah of Hannah's Books. It's just a fun playing with words and such, and so it's going to be a good one. Let's see. First question is the loveliest words. Yes, the loveliest words in the English language. There was some kerfuffle around cellar door. I don't think so. I mean, you could go with sellotape just as much as cellar door. I like Summer Afternoon, which I think was a Henry James favorite. Or, as some have pointed out, the word mellifluous is itself mellifluous. But I've also got a whole video talking about words that I like that I will point you back to now. Question 2, amusing words. The first one that came to mind was Hoot Nanny. That has pleasant associations with Scotland as well, so there we go. Number 3, a poem you've memorized to impress people. Nope, I got nothing. I have not memorized a poem or much of anything wrote by heart since high school, so, or probably college for auditions, so nope, it hasn't stuck around. Question number 4, underrated book or author, and here's one I got out. Winifred Gallagher. House Thinking is one of her books. I think I've read 2, and they embody the phrase underrated because they're so insightful and interesting, but I don't know why she's not very popular. She's successful. She's got lots of books out, but she's not celebrity level. So I don't know. I really like her voice. And actually, I just went to put that book away, and I found the book that I read first by Winifred Gallagher, which is The Power of Place, which I actually liked more. So recommendation. Question number 5, the most memorable beginning of a book. And speaking of memory, what comes to mind first is The Best of Times, The Worst of Times, The Tale of Two Cities, and A Man in Possession of a Fortune, which is Pride and Prejudice. So those are the 2 greats in my mind. Question 6, what book title describes my life best? And my project, my current life project, seems to be described best by this: unlearn, rewind. No, unlearn, rewild. I'm attempting to become more wild and in tune with nature. So there you go. Question number 7. The last Tearjerker I read. So I put Lean Out. So I listened to Lean Out as an audiobook from Libro.fm, greatest audiobook purveyor available. And it's not so much that the story is a tearjerker of story, even though it's raw and emotional and filled with a woman's journey to learn about herself and why what she's doing and how she's living is not working. But it just gave me that sense of, what is it? I want to say the fullness of life, which sounds fulsome, but there's a sense, and it may be because I was on a walk and I came up to a viewpoint on a hill where I could look out and see the city, and she was talking about a point about looking out at her city in Toronto and talking about it and city life and everything, and there was just some poignant connection about how we're trying so hard to connect, and yet the very things that make up our lives keep us apart. That was just poignant, and I would say a tearjerker. It's one of those feelings where you get it and your eyes fill and you're not crying, but you're feeling very intensely. So I'm going to use that Question number 8. A bookish quote on your tombstone. So skipping over the actual choice of how I would be buried or disposed of after my death, which is a little macabre for a literary book tag, I'm going to go with a fun quote, which is obstinate, headstrong girl. I'll take it. Question number 9. Names you would choose for a pen name. And since I write as an author and I don't have one, I went the amusing route with this as well. How about Ash Willows? Or Heather G. Orse? Or Gravel McAdam? Those might be my choices. And I would do a inaccurate historical romance time travel. That would be my jam. Yeah, that's so look for that soon. Question number 10. Who would be my literary sidekick for life's adventures? And I have a little face at this answer because I would say I definitely want Hermione from Harry Potter at my side, but she's not a sidekick figure. She is worthy of being a main character, and so that gives me a little kind of vibe. But I would love her to be a pal in real life for my adventures. If I had to go through anything like they did in those books. So there you go. A little literary. Thank you, Hannah, for the tag. Oh, so long ago. I'm going to tag 4 people I found who had not done this yet. Elle Finks, Bethann Berninga Sokolar, Melita the Midnight Librarian, and Chrissy at the Return Cart. So hopefully you have some fun answers or deep answers or however you want to go about this, but I hope it is amusing and fun to do in your turn. No pressure, but anyone who wants to grab this one and take it and go. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you again for the next tag.